Welcome to the life of the Cosbys, where there's always something happening and we can't ever catch a break. So we will keep you updated.
She can say in her voice, in her way, that she love me. With her eyes, with her smile, with her belt, with her hands, with her money. I am the thesis of her prayers. Her nieces and her nephews are just pieces of the layers. Only one she love as much as me is Jesus Christ and Taylor. I got a feature song singing for my grandma. You sing it too, but your grandma ain't my grandma. Mine's is handmade, pan-fried, sun-dried, southside, and beat the devil by a landslide. Praying with her hands tied, president of my fan club, Santa. Something told me I should bring my
you gotta move it slowly, taking in my body like it's holy. I've been waiting for you for the whole week. I've been praying for you, you're my Sunday candy.
You gotta move
slowly, taking in my body like it's holy. I've been waiting for you for this whole week. I've been waiting for you, you're my Sunday candy. Come on in this house. It's gonna rain, rain down time. It's gonna rain. You better come on in this house. It's gonna rain.
Okay, people. Hello.
Continue on US
So,
75.
what is wrong with us this weekend? Thanksgiving weekend. Well, the end of Thanksgiving weekend. It's now Monday, November 27th. And as everyone knows, we have been starting our business, our trucking business. So we're always everywhere doing everything. Let's start with last week. A huge pimple. All right, so last week we went up to Illinois and we went up to Wisconsin. On our way back down to Georgia from Illinois, we got into Kentucky, and we were right by the state line of Kentucky and Tennessee, so we were not too far from home. Also, we had some friends over at our house without us. So it was just my mom and our son at our house. So we get into Kentucky and our tire blows out. And so now at this point we're stuck on the side of the expressway on I-65 in a little tiny Kentucky town that is just a small, what was it? Do you remember what the name of it was? Yeah, Cortez or something like that. We're stuck there. And it was about 10:30 p.m. So we're calling every tow truck company that we can Google within a 50-mile radius of us. All of them were refusing to take the car because it's too late, and we had the trailer on it, so they didn't take the truck and the trailer, and just too much happening. And then we called our insurance company, and they, our roadside assistance, which we pay for, by the way, in our insurance policy, they also couldn't find any tow truck companies. Yeah, that was annoying. Because at that point, it's like, what's the point of having roadside assistance if they can't assist you when you're on the side of the road? So that's really fun. Well, they told us to call the police and see what tow truck companies they use when accidents and what have you happen. So we called them. The police for that county were super, super helpful. The dispatcher that we spoke to, she was really helpful. She called us back and followed up on us and everything. We ended up finding a tow truck company, and he was a really cool guy. It was like S&S Towing. He was super great. He towed us to a local tire shop. Mind you, we had to pay out of pocket for everything because our insurance wouldn't cover anything. So we had to a local tire shop and just pray that when they opened up in the morning, because mind you it's like 1 a.m. at this time, that they would have our size tires for our truck, which are not small or average tires. They're aftermarket tires, so they're a little bit hard to find apparently, especially in that small little town. So us naturally being people of color, we were thinking, okay, we're in this little tiny town, hopefully we don't run into like a bunch of racists. We did not though. They're all so nice. Everyone in that town was so sweet. Everyone knew everyone. It was great, and they all helped us a lot too. He ended up having a tire our size, but not quite the width of our tires that we have on our truck, but the right height and everything. So he actually let us pretty much just have that tire for free. He only charged us 15 bucks to put on the put it on for the mountain balance. It's hard to say. So he only charged us like 15 bucks for that, just to get to where we need to go, and he let us keep the tire too, which was really awesome. So he threw that tire on for us, and then we got to go into town and to, do you remember the name of that town that we went into? I don't even, like Hopkinsville or something, or am I making that up?
No, I think that's, Hopkinsville,
something like that, in Kentucky. And we drove into there, went to a Raven tire, and they had our size tire as well. They put that on for us. Again, everyone was super nice, super helpful. So that got us home. Cool. So now that happened last week, and we're home. Everything's good. We got to spend a day with our friends before they left because we got stranded, so we couldn't spend the whole time with them. We had to pay like $500 out of pocket for everything, but we got to get home, and that's what was important, and we were safe. Fast forward to this weekend, all right? So this weekend, we drove from Georgia to Texas, Midland, Texas, and then from Midland out to Dallas, because we drove obviously during Thanksgiving weekend, which honestly isn't the best time to like work because not many other people are working, so it was hard to kind of find stuff for us. We got to Dallas on Friday, and since no one else is working, we had to find a hotel, which we stayed at a Best Western Inn in Dallas, which was a really nice hotel. Best Western Plus, sorry. It was a super nice hotel. Yeah, totally big difference. It was really nice. The breakfast was awesome. That was great. Staff was nice. Everything was good. Groupon messed up really bad. But that's a whole other story for another day. So we stayed in this hotel until today, Monday. We just checked out, and we called our dispatcher called us with a load, and we accepted it. It turns out that couldn't happen because our insurance never reinstated our policy. Now we gotta wait till later today to make sure they have all their money to reinstate our policy for our insurance on our truck and our trailer. Otherwise, we're not gonna get any load to make some money to go back home. And that's pretty much what it's looking like. So right now we're going to just have our truck and our trailer empty and drive all the way back to Georgia and not make any money doing it.
That's great.
It's freaking fantastic. She
Best news ever right there.
Right, which is not good at all, by the way. Considering all the other stuff that we have to pay for this week and whatnot. So pretty much where we're getting at is that every week since we've started this business, there has been something. Some sort of issue, some sort of problem.
On the left to I-35E, then keep right.
It's not great right now, but you know, that's how all businesses start. They usually always start not great. negative all the time. So, I mean,
Stay in that lane.
we still have faith that everything is going to work out. We know our business will become successful and it makes good money. We just are in so much debt from starting it that it's hard to save our money when we have a extremely high bill that's due every single week. So
Take exit 44B.
hopefully, and then all these pop-up surprises, like
Right.
all these surprises like our tire blowing out and things like that, that doesn't help at all either. So I don't know, hopefully we can have an actual week where something just goes all the way right and we don't have to worry about spending any extra money, or I don't know, just don't have to worry about much, hopefully. So yeah, that's pretty much how that goes, and we will see you guys later. Bye. Hello again. So update. Today's the same day, Monday. There we go. Monday, November 27th. I just changed my shirt. Not even an hour since I made the last video. We came back to the trailer yard to pick up our trailer, and crazy stuff happened. We're driving and he puts a blinker on and we noticed that the left blinker, the right blinker came on, and then the right blinker was making the trailer brake extra hard. So that was really weird. I got up, we pulled over.
Dick.
What?
Nothing. It's just that was a bit much.
Oh, we pulled over. I got out of the truck. He threw his signals on. I checked everything. So every time he put his left blinker on, the hazards would come on the trailer. Every time he put the right blinker on, nothing happened, because while we're driving, if you put the right blinker on, it applies the brakes to the trailer.
First off, I'm applying my brakes and the parking lights are coming on. That's first off.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So basically, we just picked up our trailer,
And it's all fun.
and it's even worse than it was before when we dropped it off. So now we have to go back to the trailer yard. So we're still in Texas and we're trying to go back home to Georgia, and like, this is what I'm talking about when I say we don't catch a break ever. So welcome to the life of the Cosbys, where there's always something happening and we can't ever catch a break. So we will keep you updated.